Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Jamil. So let's see where market can move and how you can plan for tomorrow. Right now we are on daily chart. As you can see, the momentum 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 candles are green on the Nasdaq. Completely buying, aggressively buying happening here on the market. Many people like us maybe started thinking that how long it can be continuation with this momentum, or which exactly the place we can think that market can act as a resistance for the market. Right now market is trading 13,300 something. So right now market is trading in between of the price. What does mean by in between in the price? 13,000 is the fresh level, 13,500 is another fresh level. So 500 point in between market is trading. So both side market can travel. So right now how we can understand which side has the probability of the most market can travel? If we see the previous time momentum of the market, even this area you can see 1 2 3, this 3-day buyer aggressively wanted to close above 13,500 so that market can become positive on here, but due to this gap down opening, market sharply becomes selling on sharply selling pressure and become completely negative on here. Similarly, the second time market in the sense buyer trying to going on upside, and this time this is the confusing area. No doubt for the buyer it will going to be the confusing area, and also this is the defensive, this is the place for the defense of the seller. So at least buyer will try to close 13,500 above range so that market can become positive on here, so that seller will not going to be able to sell on here. If market able to close 13,500 above level, then 1 to 2 day, maybe on Monday, Tuesday we can see the sideways market, then next time we can see aggressively buying happening. This is exactly this buying price action built on here. So right now market is trading in between and it's a positive candle. Remember, positive market should not be opening gap down. If anything, gap down opening, maybe today slightly we see the selling pressure, but immediately market reversal on here. So if suppose market gap down opening in this place, it can become crazy selling for the market. As you can see, this is a positive candle. Gap down opening, it becomes aggressively selling, because after gap down opening, buyer are going to be panic on here. Due to this panicness, and seller contracts are going to be in the market, and it's a momentum, and this momentum can become aggressive selling. So right now we can see market is positive. We will be looking for buying except gap down opening. So let's see the 50-minute time frame to make it more easy and clear for intraday. On a 50-minute time frame, we plan that as soon as we break the high, we are going to buy on here. We can plan to buy on here. Even you can see it's a very good strong breakout candle, but immediately market reversal on here. No doubt it's a scary scenario for the market. As a buyer, immediately market reversal on here, and also we had a plan 13,200 going to be the important support for the market. Below 13,200 we also planning to sell, but aggressively selling immediately on that price 13,200 near on market completely become reversal on here. That means it's a sideways to volatile market today. No clear direction on the market. But right now we can see market completely make a classical pattern on here. You can see it's a classical pattern. That means market is preparing for the breakout any of the side. It can be breakout on upside, it can be breakout on downside. Both side market is planning to travel. So how exactly we can plan? 13,325 as soon as after opening flat, as soon as we break this kind of swing, immediately we are going to buy on here, and continuously market can be travel for tomorrow. We can see a very big either trending market on upside if this level will going to be breakout on upside. So 13,325 30 will going to be our price, and stop loss 30 to 40 point will going to be the enough on here. As soon as we break the high, we can plan to buy on here. And remember, if anything gap up opening 13,360 13,370, if anything gap up opening, still we will be looking for buying, because you can see here in this day those seller who's short on here, immediately they have to book their position after gap up opening. So if seller SL gone on here, market can become aggressively momentum. So we are not going to miss that trend. Even if anything gap up opening, we will be look for buying only. Suppose in this condition, if anything gap down opening, gap down this is going to be a swing, first swing, second swing, third swing. That means you can see it's also a stick trend line on here. In this condition, if anything gap down opening is the sign of negativity, but we have to be wait in this place. Market can be volatile on here, so we are not going to be plan anything in between. Suppose if anything gap down opening, we just have to be wait to see how this range will going to be react. No doubt it's a support first time, second time, So third time, if suppose a gap down opening start to selling pressure on here, as soon as it break this swing, immediately we have to sell on here and market can become selling pressure on here. So remember, gap up we'll be looking for buying, flat as soon as it break we'll be looking for buying. Anything gap down opening is the sign of negativity, but we are not going to sell until this swing going to be breakdown. As you can, as soon as this swing will going to break down, strong candle closing, immediately we can plan to sell. Similarly, 30 to 40 point going to be stop loss, 1 is going to be our target. This is the first plan of the Nasdaq. So let's take the S&P 500 to understand how to plan tomorrow. And S&P 500, we discussed 4,150. We can plan to sell on here. As you can see, it's give only 1:1 momentum. After 1:1 momentum, immediately market reverse on here. It's completely on a sideways market. Right now, you can see it's a range 4,160, 4,140. This is going to be volatile range. We are not going to be plan anything in this range. Instead, breakout upside 4,160 going to be our price of buying. Similarly, breakout this range on downside 4,140 will going to be the price for selling. So both side market will going to be breakdown. We can follow the trend, and this trend will going to be continue either upside. If it is upside, continuously going on upside. If it is downside, it can be continuation even downside for selling. So I hope you understand this point, friends. Similarly, if anything gap opening, it can be continuation for buying. So we will be looking for buying even if anything gap opening. So let's check the stock, which stock we can plan to buy or for tomorrow. First stock will going to be the Berkshire Hathaway. You can see the momentum aggressively buying, then retracement. After retracement, it's supposed to be continuation upside, but you can see the momentum is not having on buying side. It's completely become flat, and last 3 days completely market trade on a range. That means it's the place of the selling area. As you can see, the candle also completely become negative on here. Buyer doesn't have a strength to move on upside, so we can take a chance for selling tomorrow. 291 as soon as it break, after opening flat, as soon as it break $291, we can plan to sell on here. And next support is going to be 286 or even 270, 75, 80, 87 can be the support for tomorrow. But $2 going to be stop loss, $2 to $3 going to be stop loss, going to be our target. It can be selling continue for tomorrow. This is first stock. Second stock will going to be the Microsoft. This for buying. You can see the momentum sharp buying, retracement, and it's a breakout. Almost previous last swing also market able to break out on here. So for tomorrow 284, as soon as it break 284, immediately we can plan to buy on here. $2 going to be stop loss, 1 is going to be our target. I hope you understand all of these points, friends. If you understand, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much.